Welcome to On Point, day 2 of the Noosa Festival of Surfing presented by Gem Life. We've got a fantastic day of surfing coming up in the water, including the final of all the junior divisions. But we also had the Teams Challenge. Here's some of the action from last year. One thing we notice every single year here at the Noosa Festival of Surfing is the caliber of junior surfing continuing to increase. Not only are we seeing new names coming in, but the level of junior surfing is just getting better and better. The Deus team has always performed incredibly strongly in the Teams Challenge. They're also hosting a movie tonight, The Long Road to Grajigan. That's going to be taking place at the Deus store down here on Hastings Street. So come along this evening for a fantastic show. Another movie on tonight is Great Ocean Love, which will be screening at Noosa Surf Museum as part of Surfers for Climate's Car Park Cinemas. I caught up with director and producer Ella Bourne to talk to her about her movie.
I keep having a dream about the ocean, that something isn't right. I have a strong connection to Kuntbul, the southern right whale. It's time I visit the places in this dream and try to understand it. I'm setting off down the Great Ocean Road with 2 friends, Belinda and Lily, to talk with other locals, and of course, we all want to get waves.
We didn't want to do something that was a traditional just surf film. We very much wanted surfing and the love of the ocean to be the focus, and that to be like the driving force on how we connected with communities and how we helped to facilitate telling their stories. So in terms of it being a surf film, it's like we've got these 3 incredible women who surf, are just incredible surfers and stunning to watch. So we're watching them surf, and then we're also through that meeting other like ocean loving women along the Great Ocean Road.
There's quite a strong Indigenous connection or message running through it. One of the key components of that is their reverence for the southern right whale.
I don't think you can tell a story about Australian culture or connecting to land and the ocean without acknowledging and discussing the Indigenous people and the First Nations, because that Lindley is our focus of the film, and we tell the story kind of through her personal journey and how that ties in with the migration of the southern right whale through all of these different communities, and then of course kind of culminating in meeting with Yaren, who is the whale dreamer.
The messages from First Nations people in your movie are incredibly powerful. But what about the communities, the contemporary, the modern communities that you went to along the way? Did you find any messages both in the negative and the positive? So say, for example, the effects of climate change that are becoming very real for certain people down on our southern coastline, and oil drilling and so on, but also any positive messages of change that's being implemented?
All of the people that we interviewed were quite different, and that's really what we wanted to highlight. And specifically when we spoke to, there's a group of women in this town called Warrnambool, and they're all older women. Some of them are retired, some of them are still working, and they meet up every day. It's a group called the Sea Tarts, and they just bodyboard and they just go out like waist deep and just catch the white water. And to me, I think they were almost the most surprising, because the things that I don't think that group of people would traditionally notice things about climate change, or they wouldn't even maybe have that dialogue in a way that people who are probably more inclined to know who Surfers for Climate are would. And so having a conversation with them and just going, oh wow, they're starting to notice things like erosion of sand dunes and water temperature and a lot of stuff like that. That was quite eye-opening for me to go, it's affecting everybody, whether it's something that you're proactively looking out for or not. Yep. The other two young girls that we interviewed about surfing, oh my goodness, the next generation, so switched on. I'm sitting there going, oh my God, are you guys listening to this? I'm learning so much. And so I think it's, if we need to change minds, I think it's this generation or generations that are set in their ways. And I think it's really important to just go, hold on a second, however old we get or however wise or however much we think we've learned, is always being open to learning, because things are constantly changing, and especially in terms of like human growth and the climate situation and environmental situations. Things are they're changing so rapidly. So being open to new ideas and to constantly be learning, I think is the way forward for everyone.
Just to conclude, do you think that's the kind of underlying message of the movie, to kind of open your eyes a little bit more, listen, as the Indigenous people said, and just raise your level of awareness?
Yeah, I mean, I certainly hope so. And I really feel that we've put so much love, into creating it, and everybody who's been involved has so much love for the places that they're from and the places that they live, that basically we just are sharing a love for the ocean, and for play within the ocean. And so, yeah, I really hope that that resonates with audiences, and I hope that people just take away a bit of that love with them after seeing the film.
That was On Point for day 2 of the Noosa Festival of Surfing, presented by Gem Life. Tomorrow it's the chance of the senior divisions. We have all senior age groups contesting right down here in Noosa Heads.